When a patient come with a cough like this, coughing plus and patient have fever. Remember, fever and cough. You are a doctor. Once again, patient comes to the clinic with fever and cough. And along with the first thing we can do is a chronic case like fever and cough for 1 or 2 weeks, not chronic, I mean. For the last few days they have fever and cough. Take an X-ray. If X-ray is negative, no consolidation, I can surely say 90% this patient is having bronchitis because he is a chronic smoker. Bronchitis. There will be no consolidation. There will be a lot of mucus produced in the tract because of smoking. Consecutive 2 months he is smoking. That's the definition. 2 months, December and January is smoking. Every consecutive 2 months, every year, like every 2 months for 2 years he is smoking. Coughing. That is called what? Bronchitis. So mucus will be high, and there will be reason may be mainly what? Smoking. For this patient, ask them to stop smoking. Stop smoking. Ask them to take something or macrolides we can prescribe, or doxycycline, oral antibiotic, no need of any admission, or moxifloxacin, for what? Bronchitis, macrolides, doxycycline or moxifloxacin. But imagine fever and cough, and if you take an X-ray, in the X-ray you are seeing a cavity inside. Cavity. Rule out here TB, rule out fungal infection. So there will be some other scenario or some other things. Otherwise, it will be most probably abscess. To confirm it, clinically you can have a very bad smell from patient that is called amphoteric smell. And you go for a CT scan. You will see that cavity inside, a pus-filled cavity. So what you will do, if you confirm CT, that is a pus-filled cavity, you will don't drain it. In the exam, they will give you the option like drain it. Because it's lungs, better don't drain it, give antibiotic and you will spit it out. Antibiotic I can give like 3rd generation, cephalosporin and clindamycin. Cephalosporin plus clindamycin. Or, so if someone have fever and cough, you took X-ray, no consolidation, can be bronchitis. In the X-ray you are seeing cavity, abscess maybe, right? Or you are seeing in the X-ray, there is consolidation, dullness in the lobes, and plus you are seeing moist crackles, dullness on percussion, dullness in different lobes, middle lobe or lower lobe of the lungs. So there is a consolidation, there is an infiltrate, whitey patches in the X-ray. Sure, that is called pneumonia. Is pneumonia dangerous? Of course, pneumonia is dangerous. We can classify the pneumonia mainly into, one is called HAP. HAP means hospital acquired pneumonia. And other is called CAP. What is other pneumonia we have? CAP. CAP means, remember, community acquired pneumonia. Patient is having HAP or CAP, community acquired pneumonia. So we have to differentiate exactly what is HAP and what is CAP. So once again, if you do an X-ray, in the X-ray you are seeing consolidation, moist crackles, along with patient have some symptoms that represent or like pneumonial features they are having. Think about it can be HAP or CAP. So let's differentiate what is exactly means HAP and CAP. So one is hospital acquired, other is community acquired. It's very easy. HAP means when you are exposed to a pneumonia patient, a COVID patient, exposed to pneumonia patient in hospital, less than in 48 hours, like acute time, you got exposed. You were admitted to an ICU, intensive care unit, non-sterile people, infected people there, they will come in contact with you, right? So, like, or you are in ventilator. Ventilator. There is a very beautiful bacteria there that is called Pseudomonas. Pseudomonas, or it can be Staphylococcus aureus. They both can cause you like hospital acute pneumonia. That's why, you know, some people in after like post-operative and all, post-operative, they can have pneumonia. That is all comes under what? After 2 days of operation surgery, then big surgery, they got pneumonia. Remember. See, after post-operation, there is a complication people gonna happen. Atelectasis. Because you know, while doing surgery, you use anesthetic. They will paralyze your chest muscle. You have problem with the breathing, right? So what happens, you know, people who are not doing any exercise breathing, they will go to a like collapsed state of the lungs. So if you are a good doctor, you will send them to a therapist, physiotherapist, and or ask them to exercise spirometry, induce breathing or rapid breathing exercise. So to prevent atelectasis, remember, you have to do what? Spirometry or induce rapid breathing exercise. This must be done in patient who are undergone operation, and or you will get pneumonia for sure. So for HAP is that much important, and how you manage HAP for sure. We don't do any sputum culture or like blood culture, that won't be like so that useful. The main thing is X-ray itself. In X-ray and from the clinical scenario, you will understand the patient got pneumonia. You will treat them by the best antibiotics like piperacillin and tazobactam. Plus, you give them vancomycin. The best antibiotic you have to give them. Which patient? For HAP people. Remember, Pseudomonas and Staph aureus. To cover Staph aureus, I use vancomycin, piperacillin, and tazobactam. CAP means community associated pneumonia. There will be no exposure, acute, no sudden exposure here. Like it will be some like people who are having COPD more than or equal to 90 days, they are undergoing dialysis in a hospital building or somewhere they are staying and they come to the clinic. It's not like acute, less than 40 or something. There are many bacteria that cause CAP. It include the most common one is Streptococcus pneumoniae. Streptococcus pneumoniae, that is the most common one. Most common one. In Haemophilus influenza, where you see these people, Haemophilus influenza is seen in COPD people, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease people, you can have Haemophilus influenza. Then you might have heard about Moraxella catarrhalis, that can also cause in aged people and all, Moraxella catarrhalis. Then it can be caused by, you know, you might have heard about this Klebsiella pneumonia. They are seen in alcoholic people. Alcoholics, and remember, there is a sputum here, current jelly sputum. Their sputum look like what? Current jelly sputum. Then people who are having Staph aureus, that is after post-viral infection. Post-viral. Then there is a bacteria called Legionella. Legionella come from air conditioner or immunocompromised. AC, someone using air conditioner or immunocompromised. Suspect which one? Legionella. Or remember, there are some people who are having young people, mycoplasma and chlamydia. Some college students, they will give you chlamydia from young adults, college students, blah, blah, blah. They'll be giving you. So these are the main bacteria that cause what you community associated pneumonia, remember. And the treatment here, for sure, you will be giving like some third generation cephalosporin plus macrolides. Or you can give fluoroquinolones like moxifloxacin. So that's all about community associated pneumonia as well as what? Hospital associated pneumonia. That are the two pneumonia in very commonly asked in the exam. Now you can see pneumonia not only like this, pneumonia in immunocompromised, pneumonia in TB patient, pneumonia in fungal infection, all these cases, or in HIV, all here you give TMP SMX, better antibiotic plus or minus what? Steroids. Talking about HIV and pneumonia, think about a very beautiful bacteria in HIV people, that is Pneumocystitis carini or Pneumococcus pneumonia, Pneumocystitis pneumonia, PCP. We use a staining for them, silver staining. When PCP attack HIV people, when CD4 is less than 200, PCP, Pneumocystitis carini or Girovasi, they attack HIV people and cause you what? Pneumonia. Here also you have to go for TMP, SMX, plus or minus what? Steroids. So whenever you see fever and cough, no consolidation, bronchitis. Consolidation, pneumonia. When there is a cavity, abscess. Or if nothing, X-ray is completely negative, it can be flu. Flu caused by which virus? Influenza. If X-ray is completely negative, it is not pneumonia, it is not bronchitis, not abscess, it can be flu. Flu caused by influenza. Influenza will cause you cold, cough. They can cause you myalgia, right? They can cause infective myocarditis, pericarditis, infective myocarditis. Influenza is dangerous because they have an enzyme there, neuraminidase. So what you do is, for treating, we inhibit this enzyme, neuraminidase inhibitor. That drug is called oseltamivir. So what is the name of the drug that inhibit? So once again, fever and cough, and the X-ray is completely negative. Think about which one? Flu, influenza. Influenza will cause you like flu-like symptoms, cold, cough, myalgia. They have hemagglutinin and neuraminidase. This enzyme will inhibit by giving a drug called what? Oseltamivir. That is also called neuraminidase inhibitor. All virs are antiviral. Oseltamivir. So once again, fever and cough, bronchitis, no. Pneumonia, consolidation, cavity, abscess, nothing at all, flu. Thank you.